Welcome back, sports fans. Boy, do we have a fantastic game for you today. We have the 2-9 Blues Brothers versus, oh, that's right, my team, the Chicago Drunkards. Who'da thunk it? This is a divisional match in the RNG division in the Raj Conference. This is the second time these two teams have met. Blues Brothers is a new team, I believe. Let me see if I can go find who owns them real quick. Blues Brothers is owned by Jason McCormick, so that's not somebody I know very well yet. Hopefully he sticks around, gets better a little bit every season. Everybody has a tough go of it their first time around, and I'm pretty sure this is your first go around, so don't get discouraged just yet. But that brings me back to the Chicago Drunkards and Joe Mitchell, myself, Joe Rage Quit Shitbag Mitchell. So I think this is a mercy gift from Bobby. This game's being recorded on Saturday evening at about 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, and I have had the privilege to watch my team lose 2 games in the last 24 hours. And the reason I say it's a mercy gift is because I, of course, get to announce my game, which means I get to see it way earlier than I would have. The other reason is that I am on a 7-game losing streak, folks. I started this season 4-1. I am now 4-7. Not feeling too good about that. And the significance of this game is that even though the Blues Brothers are eliminated at 2-9, I believe I said, this is a make or break game for me. If I lose this game, I am probably officially and mathematically out of it. So I'm going to pour myself a nice little glass of whiskey, as I do most Saturday nights after the kids go down and the fun begins. I'm going to watch my team kick back after a 7-game losing streak and keep a glimmer of their playoff hopes alive, or I'm going to drink to the Season 7 Chicago Drunkard season being over in Week 13. So, without any further ado, well, actually, there's a bit more further ado. We got to check everyone's conditions. So, by the time you watch this, you'll have seen the Demon Tap Gamers beat me by 1 single solitary point in Week 12. That was devastating, folks. Oh, Steve Franklin comes back for the Blues Brothers. Very good. All right, Week 13, Blues Brothers versus Chicago Drunkards. Here we go. The coin toss is up in the air. The Drunkards will receive. Well, cheers, everybody. And the kick is off. Poyer catches it, returns it, crosses the 20. Couple of nice moves, but really doesn't get much yardage. A lot of effort, not a lot of results. 4 wideouts now. Who's he going to throw to? Throws across the middle to Thomas. Thomas is open. He's looking spry. He's looking young. He's looking in charge, folks. 1 play, 1 touchdown. Brandon Thomas scoring a touchdown on the first play of the game. Bill Murray to Brandon Thomas. What a combination, folks. I'll tell you, in testing, that combination produced way more than it has in this iteration of Tecmo Owners League. So that's nice to see. That's a good way to start off. Franklin takes the ball, returns it, gets across the 20, and not much more. 1st and 10, Blues Brothers. Interesting color combination for the Blues Brothers. I kind of like it. And their first pass is a big gain. Looks like the safety badly misjudged that play. He should have been in position there. And the defenders, throws to receivers on the ground. That's never a good idea. He's never going to catch it, no matter where he is or how open he is. And after, let's see, a quick first play to start the drive there in 3rd and 10. Let's see how this ends up. He's got some choices. Oh, he threads the needle there and barely gets enough for a first down. Here's the sweep toss to the bottom sidelines. A lot of people picked that play this year, but also it appears a lot of defenses were set up to stop the sweeps this season, which I am impressed by. So many people figuring out how to stop that play. 3rd down and 3. On a toss play, the sweep at the bottom of the screen will get him enough for the first down. 1st and 10 in the red zone now. Play action pass has a wide open receiver. The quarterback decides to run with it and get basically nothing. He had 2 good options there. One was for a touchdown. And that defensive line finally showing up on this series. I invested a lot of money in my defensive line this time around, and it is paying off. I mean, they all have a dozen or so sacks. Oh my gosh, throws into coverage. He'll catch it anyway. That safety apparently didn't have enough. And on 3rd down, Jake Blues will throw a touchdown. Poyer takes the ball from his own 4-yard line. Some nice moves there. He'll get up to the 33. And the Drunkards are back on offense. Same play as the only play. Oh, excuse me. A sweep play to the bottom sideline. Is it the same player? Is it the pass from this formation? It's the pass, folks. It's the pass. It's the pass. Way down the field. Aykroyd is wide open. Missed the diving tackle. Bill Murray to Dan Aykroyd, folks. It looks like the Blues Brothers did not invest much in their defense. Drunkards will kick it back off again. That's 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter. 2 for the Drunkards, 1 for the Blues Brothers. And I should know this as a Dan Aykroyd, Bill Murray fan. Don't they have something to do with the Blues Brothers? Are they also on the Blues team? Big sack by Matt Heisen. Busted by that center and got himself a nice little sack. So back to my defensive build here. My 3rd down play already. I invested in the pass rush defense, and I have 5 guys on my team that are probably going to end with 20-plus sacks each. So I'm actually happy with how that turned out. I'm just a little disappointed by the defensive backs. I invested a lot in 3 of them, and they do not seem to do as much as they did during testing. Something I'll learn from next year. So quick 3 and out by Blues Brothers, punting it back to the Chicago Drunkards. Bill Murray fades back to pass. He's got some choices, but takes a sack. Took way too long to make a decision. That's what happens when you take too long. You'll take a sack. Is this the sweep to the bottom? It is. That's choice piece of ass, and also my wife, Tiffany Mitchell, running down the field. Crossing the 50, crossing the 40, tackled at the 35-yard line. And here we go. 1st and 10. Tiffany bails us out after 2 bad plays, and now Eric Clapton takes down Bill Murray for a big sack to swing the momentum back. This is that run play up the middle. Thomas gets a few. It's 3rd and 14. I do not like their chances if they kick a field goal from this distance. This is another run straight up the middle. I do not know why those plays were called. The Drunkards will attempt an extremely long field goal. Actually, it looks pretty good, folks. Looks like right where it needs to be. Doesn't even touch the post. 17-7, Chicago Drunkards take an early lead. They will kick it off. Franklin will return it from his own goal line. He looks like he's a pretty decent returner. And the Chicago Drunkards special teams has been a huge disappointment this season, especially on kickoffs. And Blues Brothers will take it all the way back to the Chicago 28-yard line. Play action pass, looking for a receiver. Who's he going to throw to? Sack, fumble, Blues Brothers recover. James Brown's going to take it in for a touchdown. So even when the defense does produce a potential turnover, a member of the opposing team picks up the ball and runs it about 25 yards for a touchdown. 17-14, the Drunkards will get the ball back. Doesn't look like there's going to be much defense in this game, although I will say, after a hot start with the Demon Tap Gamers last week, only 3 total points for both teams were scored in the second half. In fact, the Gamers were shut out. Big pass play, who's he throwing to? He's throwing right into coverage. Interception. Drunkards pick up a fumble after an interception. Ugh, bizarre series of events there. Drunkards will take it, I guess. Sweep to the bottom sideline. Thomas looking for some room. He finds it. Gets about 10 and another first down. Drunkards moving here again. Handoff straight up the middle. Thomas having some decent luck with that play, although I only put it in my playbook for goal line situations. Looking for a receiver, finds one. Brandon Thomas with a big catch and about 5 yards of yak after the catch. Run after catch. Quarterback fades back to pass, looking for a receiver. Frank Lloyd Wright, his tight end, was wide open for a touchdown, but my quarterback needs to find the nearest defender and get sacked immediately. Toss play to Mitchell again along the bottom sideline. She is fast, folks, and the Chicago Drunkards have just scored their 3rd touchdown of the first half. Tiffany Mitchell on a long run. That toss sweep play set up very nicely. The blockers were just so. And the Drunkards are back on top by 2 scores, 24-14. They'll kick it back off. Franklin catches the ball, runs it back, crosses the 20, gets it to about the 30-yard line, and let's hope that the Chicago Drunkards defense shows up. Ah, my goodness. That should have been a sack. Instead, it's a first down. Big gain by the Blues Brothers. Not getting much pressure at all from that D-line that I spent so much money on. But Baby Joey will get a tackle from the secondary. A sack from the secondary. He's one of the defensive backs I invested heavily in. Short run up the middle. We're at 3rd down and 7 already. And we're very close to halftime. So there's the sack that I was looking for. Chris Bryson takes him down for about a 6-yard loss, and they will attempt an extremely long field goal. This one will be about 58 yards. It looks good if he has the power. He does have the power. 24-17. John Popper. Boyer takes it from the 18, gets a short return up to the 26. With 43 seconds left, I hope the Drunkards pick a couple of pass plays. Of course they don't. They pick a run play with no time left. 31 Tecmo seconds left. This is indeed a pass play, one of my favorites. Wide open receiver along the top. Has plenty of time. Does not hit him in stride, though. Take that timeout. Gets the timeout off. This is an easier field goal attempt than the last one. Looks decent. Looks like it might be okay, folks. It is. Bounces off the upright, and it's 27-17. Chicago Drunkards at half. At halftime, Kevin Butthead coming through in this game in big ways. And this halftime show brought to you by Mike Petrosik's Headless Goat Cheese. The kick is off. Franklin returns it from the 12. Tackled at about the 26-yard line, and here we go. Blues Brothers back in business. Toss play, sweep to the bottom sideline. 9 yards on first down. You'll take that every time, won't you? Looks like the same play. They're not defending it well. That'll be a first down after another 9 or 10 yards. They're just going to keep calling sweeps to the bottom. Why wouldn't you? They're averaging about 12 yards a play now on the sweeps. Called play this time. Finally, someone takes him down for a sack. 2nd and long now. Another sweep to the bottom sideline. Defensive back comes up and grapples him. Gets a little help from the linebacker. 3rd and 9 now. Called play. The quarterback gets taken down after dodging the first onslaught. Dodged about 2 or 3 tacklers before the 4th one took him down. They'll have to punt it away after that one, folks. And this will be deep in the end zone. Drunkards start at their own 20. Run up the middle, broke a couple of tackles. Of course he fumbles it. The Blues Brothers get it right back, deep in Chicago territory. Sweep to the bottom. The Drunkards are not adapting to this. That almost could have been a touchdown. After a short grapple, get some help from a teammate, tackled, but they are in the red zone now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Who's he looking for? Who's he throwing to? Ooh, the defensive backs got there at the last second and knocked it away. Turned out to be double coverage. Short run off the left tackle. You gotta think, here comes a sweep. If they're smart, they are not smart. And that won't count as a sack, but it won't be a gain either. And now the Blues Brothers will attempt an important short field goal. This one looks like it's perfect. Almost blocked, but right down the middle, folks. It is 27-20, Chicago Drunkards. They will get the ball back. Here comes Poirier. Another short, modest return. Here's a run straight up the middle. I don't know why they're calling that so much. That's my least favorite play in the whole playbook. Halfback toss to the bottom sideline. Got a couple of yards. 3rd and 7. Lots of time. Finds a wide open Dan Aykroyd at the top of the screen. 1 missed diving tackle. 2 missed diving tackles. They finally drag him down. A little bit of teamwork there at the 8-yard line. Play calling is important this close to the end zone. Let's hope they call the right plays. Brandon Thomas starts off with about a 4-yard gain. I like that play for this situation. They'll call it again. Oh no, excuse me. Tiffany Mitchell will take it in for a 2nd touchdown. The Drunkards go up by 2 touchdowns now, late in the 3rd quarter. 34-20. Blues Brothers have a lot of work to do with little more than a quarter remaining. Taken deep out of his own end zone. He's had a couple of good returns already in this game. And, my goodness, this is just terrible special teams. Dodged 2 tacklers, bucked off another 3, and they're starting in the red zone, first play. And this one will be a sack. Finally, that defensive line is starting to show up. There's that sweep play they should be calling every play, if you ask me. We're at third down already. Third and long. Called play. Called sweep. And the last play of the third quarter will be an attempt at a field goal. This one looks good too. Almost blocked again. Oh my goodness, off the upright. It is no good. And we enter the fourth quarter. Drunkards up 14. Tiffany Mitchell on the sweep to the bottom sideline gets a sweet block at the line of scrimmage. She'll gain 7. Run straight up the middle. That's enough for a first down. Good play calling in that situation. Same play, run up the middle. Smothered this time after a 2-yard gain. This is the play action play, folks. Throws it right into coverage. I don't know how Harold Ramis came up with that ball. Terrible throw, terrible decision, but a first down nonetheless. That one's a called play, and Bo Diddley takes him down for a sack. There's that run up the middle. I do not know why they insist on calling that so much. Second down and 18, and you're calling runs straight up the middle. Lots of receiver choices this time. Throws to Aykroyd, who grabs it. Defensive back tried to make a diving interception, and it's going to cost him, folks. And of course, Dan Aykroyd will fumble on the goal line right before he scores a touchdown. That has been the story of my season, folks. A lot of untimely turnovers. Big sack by Pete Mihailov. It's time for this defensive line to take over this game. Let's go. Let's go. Play action pass here. Lots of pressure. Who's he throwing to? He finds a wide open man. And these defensive backs are just making some terrible decisions. That'll be a long touchdown, and the Blues brothers will score a touchdown on one play. Elwood Blues takes it in from Jake Blues. And if they can get the extra point here, this game is now a one-score game. Dan Aykroyd almost took it in for a touchdown, fumbles it instead. Oh my gosh. The Blues brothers get an onside kick, and I'm watching it all slip away again. Play action pass, looking for a receiver. Is he going to find one? Throws it short, and it's well covered and knocked away. 2nd and 10. Where's that D-line when you need him? Had so much time to throw. Throws it into coverage. Thank goodness the safety gets there just in time to knock it away. 3rd down and 10. This is 4-down territory, though. The toss sweep to the bottom sideline, and the defender inexplicably runs right by him and allows him to gain a first down. It is 34-27 Drunkards. We now have 1 minute and 17 seconds of Tecmo time. Big sack by Matt Heisen. We need him to keep that pressure up. Oh, another missed sack. Throws it into coverage. For whatever reason, it won't be intercepted. 3rd down and 18. That toss sweep play to the bottom sideline. The blocking has lined up perfectly for him. Whole game. Boy, the Drunkards defense really looks like a sieve right now. With 28 seconds to go. Oh my goodness. He has a wide open receiver in the back of the end zone and misses him. This might be the last play of the game, folks. It's a handoff play, and of course he'll get in to tie it. Last play of the game, and pending the extra point, we're going into overtime. This is pretty much how every game has gone this season for the Drunkards. It is 34-34 with no time left. gave up a 2-touchdown lead with less than a quarter to go. And the Blues Brothers will return it. This is a dangerous returner right here. And in overtime, well, thank goodness for that. And that sweep play going to the bottom sideline. It's been gouging the Drunkards the whole game. 2nd and 3. And the quarterback has way too much time. Scrambles and runs right into Pete Mihailov. We are now at 3rd and 5, folks. Big play for the Drunkard defense. Can they get off the field? And, no. They give up the first down. At least they had to measure it. This one's a called play. Matt Heisen gets his 3rd or 4th sack of the game. 2nd and 15. And another big sack by Matt Heisen. 3rd and 23. They gotta get off the field on this play, folks. They just gotta. The quarterback scrambles, and he's not gonna get anywhere. It wasn't a sack, but he didn't gain anything either. And the Drunkards, they will start with excellent field position. Poyer returning it from his own 40 and gets it to midfield. So the Drunkards have to get about 20 yards for a safe field goal attempt. Bill Murray will just take off with it himself. That always makes me nervous. A slow quarterback choosing to run it instead of throwing to the wide open receiver. Running play straight up the middle. This play has not worked all game, yet they continue to call it. And this is a called play taking the Drunkards out of field goal range. What stupid, stupid play calling. This will be the pass play. He'll have plenty of time. He's just got to pick the right one and then throws it right into the stands. Oh my God. This team is upsetting. It's a long field goal. Is he going to have the distance? Oh my gosh. The Drunkards win on a 60-yard field goal. Thank God. Whew. Don't even know what to say, folks. Drunkards win 37-34. Did well in all stat categories. They just had some supremely untimely fumbles. And for now, the Drunkards stay in it. They move up to 5-7. They need to win out now to even have a remote chance at the playoffs. This is Joe Dirt Shit Bag Rager Mitchell signing off.